Hi friend, welcome back. In this lecture, we'll see what kind of operations we can perform on RDDs. In previous video, we have seen how to create RDDs. Once we create, we can perform two types of operations: transformations, actions. We'll see what are the transformations we can perform: map, plot map, filter, join, co-group, Cartesian, reduce by key, group by key, aggregate by key, count by key, union, intersection, distinct, collage, repartition. We'll see these many operations one by one in upcoming videos. What is a frequently we will use a distinct collage, repartition, a map, a flat map, a filter, joins, and reduce by key. These are all the frequently used transformations on partitions. By default, transformations, all the transformations are lazy. When you perform transformations, that physical actual execution will not take place. Instead, logical plan will be created, DAG will be formed. Actions. What are the actions we can perform on RDDs is take sample, collect first, reduce count for each, save as text file, save as sequence file. These are the actions we can create on top of RDDs. These transformations are two types, okay? Narrow transformations, wide transformation. This is very important. In interviews, they will ask, what is a narrow transformation? Narrow transformations not require data to be shuffled across the partitions. As we know, RDD is nothing but a number of partitions, right? Each partition will be distributed across the cluster. So, if you perform any narrow operation, the data exchange between one partition to another partition will not happen. There will not be data shuffling between one partition to other partition. That type of transformations are called narrow transformation. For example, map, filter union. If you do map, so data exchange between partitions will not happen. Filter also same, union also same. Another type of transformation is wide transformation. Wide transformation required data to be shuffled across partitions. For example, group by key. Group by key is a costly operation, right? It should perform grouping nothing but you are applying some function on all partitions, right? So in one business logic, all data is being processed means so all data available in all different partitions. So data exchange between partitions will happen. That type of transformations will called wide data. So sorry, wide transformations. Group by key is a best example for a wide transformations. So this is the diagram. So this is if you see here, in this blue color, this is a one partition. You are applying some narrow transformation. Same partition data will create other partitions. So there is no, that is a straight move. There is no exchange of data between the partitions. Example is a map of filter. This is union also. If you do union, same whatever partitions it will move to, it will create is another partition. Okay, data will not shuffled. This is a wide transformation, sir. Wide transformation nothing but the one partition, the parent RDD partition may depend on a single parent RDD partition. For example, this blue color first partition data is going to add next partition, partition 1 and partition 2, partition 3, partition 4. Like one partition data is shuffled, transferring to another partitions. Okay. Similarly, this partition data is joining with the and the comparing with the moving to this partition. Like that, lot of data shuffling happens if you perform wide transformations. Best example is a group by key. Okay, these are the about RDD operations. We can, or will perform two types of operations on RDDs. Not only RDDs, data frame also same. Transformations, actions. In interviews, they will ask what type of transformations you have performed in your project. Okay. By default, all the transformations are lazy. If you create transformation, internally DAG will be formed. When you perform action, then only actual execution will take place. We'll see one by one what are the operations, transformations, map, filter with examples.